Hi, I'm Justine. I've got Andre here with me today. I just want to talk today a bit about arthritis in our canine friends, so in our doggies. This can happen like in people, particularly when we're a little bit older. It can be worse if we're overweight or if we've had previous injuries. So arthritis is a wearing down of the joint surfaces and cartilage in any or all of the joints of the body, particularly in the limbs, and it can result in really painful inflammation and lameness and just sort of slowing down on walks and that sort of thing. So if you've got a dog, particularly larger breed dogs, particularly older dogs, that are just maybe starting to slow up a bit on their walks or be a bit stiff, a bit lame, it's very likely that they could have the start of arthritis developing. There are obviously other things that can cause lameness, other things that can cause sort of a lack of exercise tolerance and weakness. So do speak to your vet in any instance, and they'll be able to go through some of the other possibilities. But if you've got a diagnosis of arthritis, then there's a few things that you can do to really help your dog to get through this and maximise their quality of life. So although it's something that we can't cure, it's something that we can manage, and we can manage the pain of it, we can reduce the inflammation, and we can try and promote the joints in the best possible health with the cartilage that they've got left, and hopefully give your dog a really great, pain-free remaining few years of their life. So there's three things sort of to think about in combination with managing arthritis. One is that controlled lead exercise is really good, so keeping your dog's mobility going, but without too many really crazy exercises, so leaping off and changing direction suddenly and that kind of thing, which can put a bit of strain on the joints. But controlled lead exercise every day, as much as your dog sort of wants to do, is great for it. Another thing that's really important is keeping them nice and slim and lean. So if your dog is overweight, starting them on a weight loss diet or course, and your vets and vet nurses are brilliant at talking you through this and how you might achieve it, and maybe recommending some of the specific diets that might help. Because we want to make sure your pet's happy still, not hungry all the time, not bothering you for food all the time, but maybe think about things like treats and volume of food, etc., because this will make a massive difference on the weight that's put through and the forces that are put through those joints, and your pet will really be grateful in the long run that even if they're eating a little bit less, especially if they're very hungry, then they will feel much better for it. So it's really important to keep them nice and lean and trim to help support their mobility. And then the other main aspect of the treatment and management of this sort of syndrome of conditions is anti-inflammatory drugs. So there are other types of pain relief we can give if necessary, but these non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs are brilliant in managing musculoskeletal pain. And many older dogs are on a lowish to moderate dose of these every day that they take in the food. There's various forms, there's liquids, there's tablets, and your vet will be able to talk to you about what might work best for your pet. And it may be that you only need them for a course every few weeks, every couple of months, or they may need to be on it for the rest of their life every day. These drugs tend to have limited side effects. Some dogs do get an upset tummy, so if you do notice any vomiting or diarrhea, stop those drugs, speak to your vets, and they'll try something else, because different animals react differently to the individual types of medication. And if that doesn't seem to be managing the pain alone, as I said, there are other things that we can add in to help with that too. So that's just sort of an overview of arthritis, things to think about. Whatever you can do now to maximise the health of your pet's joints will really help them in the long term. So the best things you can do are making sure they have regular exercise, that they are nice and lean and trim, so their joints are chronically not taking extra pressure from added weight on there, and giving them a really good diet. There's various supplements that you can add into that too to promote joint health too, or specific types of diet. So if you're interested in any of those things, speak to your vets who'll be happy to talk to you further. Bye from me and bye from Andre.